Good night, good night, good night. Come on in, come on in. Good night, come on in, come on in. How everybody doing on this beautiful night? All right, New York in the house. Tonight, I'm going to make some pork steak, some yellow rice, and my husband wanted some kidney beans out the can. But I went to the meat store after I got off work today, and I bought some pork steaks. Meat is so expensive. I am so glad that I do not eat meat. Meat is high. When I was looking at them prices, I'm like, what? That's how high meat is now? Even though I already knew, but when it was time to spend the money, it was just like, no, I'm not doing red beans and rice together. When I do red beans and rice, I soak my beans overnight. So tonight, I'm just going to fry some cube steaks. And yes, I'm using my cast iron. And I'm going to use some Crisco. I'm going to put it in and let it warm up while. So this is the pork steak that I bought. Some pieces came like this, and some came big like this. And I'm only cooking 3 of them because my husband the only one that's going to eat them. Oh, y'all excuse me. I'm going to take them and wash them off. And you just make sure you wash both sides. I'm going to put garlic salt, complete season, and seasoned salt on it. So this is the garlic powder that I'm using. And complete season. You cannot go wrong without complete season. I'm going to put a little bit of seasoned salt on. And then I'm going to fry it a little bit, and then I'm going to make a homemade gravy, and I'm going to let it cook in the oven. And then some of y'all didn't get to watch my video earlier today when I said thank you, I want to say thank you again. If some of y'all missed the video, because I wouldn't be where I'm at without y'all. So thank you again. So let's turn it this way so y'all can see. So I have some all-purpose flour. And you can tell when the grease hot when you do this. You hear that? So I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And just put it in the flour. Turn it over. Put it in. And you want to make sure you have flour all over the meat. And this same flour I'm going to use to make my gravy with too. I'm going to let it cook some, then I'm going to put it in the oven and let it finish cooking in the gravy. Now, while that's cooking, I'm going to put my rice on. I'm going to make yellow rice. And this yellow rice is not store-bought. It's Tracy rice that she's making. And make sure you rinse your rice off. We're going to do jasmine rice. We're doing jasmine brown. We had got brown rice. But I'm going to turn it into yellow rice. And I don't measure nothing because I know it's just me and my husband that's gonna eat. And how I know it's enough when I cover the whole bottom of the pot. Cause y'all know rice. Let's put a little bit more. And I wash my rice 3 times. put it on now. You put your rice on and you get a spoon. Put a spoon of salt in there. I'm going to use this size spoon. There's so much salt that I'm going to put in. I'm going to put a piece of butter too. I have some red peppers and some onions cut up that I'm going to put in my rice. I'm going to put a little bit of Zazon, yellow food coloring, and you put how much yellow food coloring you want to put in. And I got a veggie cube that I'm going to put in. And I'm going to let that come to a boil. Then I'm going to turn it down and let it cook. And I just wanted to cook my meat till it get like this. And then I'm going to put it in the oven and I'm going to let it finish cooking in the gravy. So before anybody say something, I'm just cooking the meat a little bit, and I'm gonna let the meat finish in the oven for those who just coming on here. Oh, that's the wrong one. So these the beans that he wanted. So I'm gonna cook these and I'm gonna put some onions in them. So how everybody doing tonight? Listen here, I don't know. I'm still learning YouTube. I don't know nothing about super chat. So y'all excuse me. I'm still learning, okay? I'm gonna take this grease and I'm gonna pour it in another pan. Some of it. I have some onions cut up already. Can y'all see this? I'm gonna put complete seasoning in here. seasoned salt, and some garlic powder. Put a little bit more. And when I'm making my gravy, I just let it cook like this until it starts turning brown, like it's burning. This is the pan that I'm going to put the meat in to go in the oven. Y'all see how it turned brown? And then I take some flour and add it to my water and mix it up. And I did that to thicken it. But I'm going to still add some more water because I'm going to put it in the oven over the meat. I'm going to let it cook some and then I'm going to put it over the meat. And I didn't want to put too much season because the meat got season on it too. Add a little bit of Zazon to it. And if you want it thicker, you can add some more flour to thicken it up. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to pour it over this meat. And this how it's looking. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to put it in the oven. And the other grease that I had, I poured it in this pan. And when it cool off, I dump it. I'm telling y'all, it's nothing like no water. I don't care what you drink, you got to have water. Ain't nothing like homemade gravy, okay? And it's easy. And you remember when you cooking, you wash as you go, you won't have a sink full of dishes. I go through paper towel like crazy. And after I finish washing my cast iron, I always go back over it and I put some grease in the bottom so that it don't rust out. Let me see if I got it. So I'm finna cut up some onions and a little bit of bell peppers to go inside the beans. We'll put this inside the beans. Let me turn it around. I'm sorry, y'all. Then I'm gonna cut a piece of the onion. I'm gonna turn that down and I'm gonna let that cook. Everybody doing all right tonight? No, I do not cook every night. That meat is pork steak. I bought it from the meat store. It's 5 pounds for $13.99, but I didn't get 5 pounds. I only bought like 6 pieces. I paid like $10. I should have got the 5 pounds, but it's nobody here that eat the meat but my husband. Let me tell y'all something. Once you start cooking at home, you ain't gonna be wanting to come out going out to eat. Because you saving money and then you know how your food being prepared. You ain't gonna be wanting to come out going out to eat all the time. Because you know exactly how you want your food and how you want your food to taste. So sometimes it's best to cook at home. Because every time I go out to eat, I always complain. Always complain. So that's why sometimes it's best to eat at home. So I'm making yellow rice, pork steak with some kidney beans on the side. And some yellow rice. And for the rice, we use some brown rice, jasmine. Jasmine rice. I'm sorry, y'all. I was looking for something. Sorry about that. My friend partner made me this apron. Okay, I have to try that. I never had. He must thought about putting soy sauce in the gravy. But once you learn how to, you got to put your mind to that you want to cook. Put your mind to you want to save money. Because going out to eat all the time, you spending a lot of money. And my husband be saying, I don't know why you want to go out to eat. Because all you do is complain when you go. So why do you go out to eat? So who live here in Florida and y'all going to the Florida Classic this weekend? I know people here in Tampa getting ready, a lot of people getting ready to go to the Florida Classic in Orlando this weekend. I don't know when the last time I've been to a classic. Last time I've been to a classic, that was when they was here in Tampa, and that's been so long ago. That's been a very long time ago. And then we were supposed to be going to Orlando to a reggae thing, some kind of reggae fest. But I was telling my husband, no, I don't want to go. And then when my coworker told me he gonna be in Orlando and this Florida Classic, and this Florida Classic weekend, I'm like, dang, nah, I wish I would have went. I ain't been to a classic in I don't know how long. And I should have bought my ticket when everybody else bought their tickets to the reggae fest. But I didn't do it. And now I believe the tickets probably cost a whole lot more. So now I'm wishing I would have bought a ticket. Honey, in Florida, you don't know what kind of weather you're gonna get. They tell you it's winter in the morning time to wear a coat, and then they tell you it's summertime at lunchtime. So you don't know how to dress for this weather. I was sitting here eating me some boiled peanuts. But y'all, whoever never been to Florida, you will like it, especially Orlando. I like going to Orlando because you can rent a house. Most of their houses have pools in the back of it. Like last time me and my family went, we rented a 15-bedroom house. Then another time, when my daughter took all us, she got like 12-bedroom house, 8-bedroom house. And every house came with a pool in the backyard. And it's so much that you can do in Orlando. Sometimes if you rent a house and you got a family that like to have fun, you ain't much really got to go everywhere in Orlando. You could just stay at the house and do things. And them children, when they see the pool, they like excited to be in the pool. Because our kids was in the pool till like 12, 1 o'clock. Then they have like game rooms in the house. They have movie theaters in the house. So renting them houses is so nice when you got a big family and you know you and your family can go and have fun. It's nice. Cause when we went like one time we rented a 15-bedroom house. And all us up under one roof. I mean, it was so nice. It was so nice. And just to see all the kids running around, it was over 20 kids there. And to see them running around, my aunt them playing pool with my nephews, that was so nice. And that's something that everybody gonna remember. Even them kids, they're gonna remember that when they get older. So that's why I tell people, go and have a vacation with your family, rent a house. All y'all stay in one house. It'd be so much fun. And I think it's a good idea because when you rent them houses in Orlando or anywhere, and then you got little kids and they all around their cousins that they haven't seen, it'd be so nice. That's something they remember and something that they're going to continue to talk about. Because my grandkids still talk about it. My niece them still talk about it because it was so many kids. And I mean, that house was a handful. But it was so nice because the house that we rented had 2 big refrigerators. And we stocked up. Me and my husband made sure each refrigerator was loaded down. Then the next day, that night when we got there, we did a pizza and wings and all that for the people that came Thursday. Then people came in Friday. We had a big old seafood meal. And then that Saturday morning, my daughter came, because we had breakfast, but she bought like a lot of different kind of breakfast stuff. And me and my cousin who passed this year, we got up and we cooked breakfast for everybody. Everybody in the house did a big breakfast. Then we did a barbecue, a family barbecue, and we were supposed to come back to Tampa that Sunday, but everybody was having such a good time. My nephew paid for us to stay to that Monday, and it was just nice to see all the kids in that one house. So if you ever come thinking about coming to visit Orlando, you and your family, make sure y'all rent a house. Y'all would love it. And plus you'll be saving money too when you rent a house. Because if you and your family come into Orlando, why rent this hotel, that hotel? The price that y'all paying for the hotel, you can put it together and rent a big house. And I think our house was 15 bedroom. It was a 15 bedroom, 14 bathrooms. And that was a big house. And we much had the big pool. Like when the children come in, they go right in the bathroom, change before they go anywhere. And then like that Saturday, that Friday night, we did karaoke, everything. It was so nice. So y'all got to try it. If you ever decide to come to Orlando, rent a house. That'll be the best thing. Yeah, that we had a lot of people, like the adults. What I did, because I planned it. So I told all the adults that's gonna come, just give me $178. I don't care how many kids y'all bring, but each adult give me $178. They're gonna pay for the house, and the money that we have left over, we can buy food. I can start buying food. And some people's like, I don't have money to pay, but I can buy some food with food stamps. I'm like, that's good. And some was like, I don't have the money. I'm like, I don't care, still come. This is a family trip. If you can't afford to pay, still come. And that's what we did. I mean, that was the best family vacation that I ever went on, other than going to the island. So that was the best. You just rent the house and you can divide it between who all want to come. The Florida Classic is when FAMU play Bethune-Cookman. Yeah, I love them things. Nice. I be seeing people when they be going with their family now, and how they be having so much fun. I'm like, and all them kids be running around. Them kids they enjoying that. They gonna remember all of that. So that's the best thing right there. The rent an Airbnb, and you saving money, and then you and your family up under one roof. That'd be nice. Have I been? Oh yeah, I've been to Orlando this year. Yeah, I think so. But y'all will love it. You know what? I did go to Orlando. I went to Orlando like 2 months ago, and we stayed at some resort. But when you went in there, oh my God, it looked like it was a 3-bedroom. Looked like a 3-bedroom apartment. I fell in love with that place. It was so nice. But if you've never been to Orlando, you got to come visit Orlando. You got to. You would love it. You would like you would like it and you would enjoy it. And you'll have fun. It just depends on who you go with. Because I had fun the whole time I was there. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to my channel. Tomorrow I'm trying to make some meat out of walnuts. So the vegetarians who thinking about becoming a vegetarian, I want to try this taking some walnuts and making meat out of it to see how it's gonna taste. I'm making yellow rice, some kidney beans, red kidney beans, pork steak, and some homemade gravy. I liked it, the classic, when it was in Tampa. When it was in Tampa back in the days, let me tell y'all something. Right now, if it was in Tampa back in the days, we had a mall called East Lake Mall, Tampa Bay Mall, University Mall. University Mall is still him. But Tampa Bay Mall, we used to all go out there and we'd be buying our clothes to go to the classic, or we go to East Lake Mall. East Lake Mall is where all the black people used to hang at back in the days. You go in East Lake Mall, we had a jewelry store called Shalimar. We still got Shalimar. And Jay was the owner. Everybody went there to buy jewelry from Jay. Right now, the malls are so crowded. You see people in the mall buying clothes. Some people weren't even much going to the classic. They buying clothes to get ready to go to the club, because when the classic was coming to Tampa, Thursday gonna be off the chain, Friday and Saturday. Angelina, I am very happy and very thankful. And I really appreciate everyone. I love each one of y'all. Every time I come on live, y'all come show me love. Sometimes, just like you say, you got to be humble. And sometimes it's best to be silent. And even though I was crying, I know God was catching my tears. So sometimes it's best just to sit back and let him do everything for you. Because every time we try to do it, we never succeed. So this is how my rice coming out. This was brown rice. And I made yellow rice with the brown rice. So this is how my beans coming out. And I got my meat in the oven. So last night it was kind of cool, so I sat in the house, turned my little fireplace on. It's kind of cool. It's a cold front supposed to be coming to Tampa now. So I said, my husband was gone. I was like, I'm finna sit in here and look at me a movie, turn my little fireplace on. And I turned my little Christmas tree on. Okay, all right, bye. Hello. Oh, I'm saying hello. Why I'm opening the door? Where your key at?
I had that my kid, my grandma.
You finna go back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can sit home by myself, especially when it's cool, turn my little Christmas tree on. Turn my little fireplace on. Listen here, I love Christmas. I love it. When it get cool, yeah, I just turn my little fireplace on, sit there, and find me a little movie, one of my shows, and I enjoy myself. And that's what I did last night. Sat there and I enjoyed myself with my little fireplace.
What?
Nothing. What's that?
Yeah, come on.
I thought they gave you the other one.
I ran out of it.
Oh,
I'll go to the doctor until next week.
oh. That's what. Oh, you finna go to your grandma's house now?
Yeah, well,
No, not just Ike's. You don't feel good.
feel good.
Oh. I'm cooking yellow rice, some kidney beans, and pork steak with homemade gravy. And my yellow rice, I made it myself. It's cool like that, Owen.
No, yeah.
Mm. But when my rice finished, I'm gonna show y'all how my rice came out. But y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. And then when you know, for the classic, they have people lined up out there selling fish. They be selling crab. They be selling so many different kinds of food down there. And I never been to the classic in Orlando, but I rode through there when we was down there one time at a resort. We were staying at, I think we had a house then, but I never just been like on a weekend like that. And I ain't neglecting my bills to go somebody hanging out. And when I come back, I got my bills to pay. So,
You doing these?
huh?
Doing these Huh?
Get one, Elwood.
You gotta do it.
No, you can do it.
What is it?
You got to turn it to right here. Turn it right there. Take this off. Turn it right there. Then push that in. You can't. It can't be. It just came out the refrigerator, so you need to do it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Why that thing so big? What?
No, you got to go over the navel.
Yeah?
Right here.
Yeah?
Yeah. You ain't gonna just do it. Give me my thing. Don't waste my thing. So I told y'all that I was a diabetic. So I'm taking diabetic medicine, but I was taking this shot. I'm taking this shot instead of the pills now. But this medicine here, can y'all see it? Or do I need to turn it the other way?
All right, I'm going.
Hold up.
You heard me?
Uh-huh. This medicine right here. This what I'm taking. break my thing. What's wrong with you?
You know these boots on.
So yeah, I'm a diabetic. So I was taking some medicine called metformin, but I stopped taking that medicine because I'm like, that's not good. So let me show y'all how my rice came out. So this was brown rice, and I made yellow rice out the brown rice. So this is my meat with the gravy in it. And this gravy is homemade. Y'all remember I did the gravy, the onions to make the gravy? That's how it came out on top of the meat. Let me show y'all. So this is how the meat came out with the gravy. I fried the meat on top of the stove. Then I put it in the pan. I made the gravy homemade. I sauteed these onions and I poured it on top of the meat. Sauteed the onions, made the gravy, poured the gravy on top of the meat. Then I put it in the oven and I let it cook. See how the meat coming apart? And just put it in the oven. I'm gonna take a little bit of this gravy. See how the gravy is? Take a piece of this meat. Homemade gravy, homemade yellow rice. Oh, that rice for my husband. Metformin is not good. I have a friend that was taking metformin and it was messing up his kidney. And when my doctor told me about the shot, I said, I'll try it. I tried the shot and I stopped taking metformin. So well, every Monday I take the shot. It don't matter what time, but it got to be on that same day. So I take a shot every Monday. And it like curb your appetite too. It'll curb your appetite. And you just got to stop eating like certain foods. So I try not to eat nothing white, no rice, no potatoes. If I eat a potato, it's sweet potato. And then I bought a diabetic cookbook, which I haven't cooked anything out that book yet. And I try to like eat a lot of vegetables. And I can tell when my sugar up high because the bottom of my feet go to hurting so bad. And I don't, if you drink, do not drink nothing brown. Do not drink nothing brown, and everything have to be white that you drink. So you just have to like be careful and limit yourself to a lot of things because people be playing with being a diabetic. You can go blind, lose your leg, all of that. Your eyes go to hurting. So I try to be careful. And I have to every January I go see an eye specialist and she check my eyes, check my veins, everything. And I go every January. And that's one appointment that I try not to miss because I try not to because I don't want to go blind. And that's why I try to work out and I try to eat right. And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie now, I try to eat me some ice cream or whatever, but I try not to eat a lot of sweets. So that's why I be working out a lot. And then lately, my legs been hurting. So I'm going to get an ultrasound of both of my legs to make sure I don't have no blood clots or nothing. Or it might be because I have really been working out a lot. But my doctor just want to make sure. So if you're a diabetic, don't play with it. That is very, very serious. That's why I tell y'all, you got to work out, you got to get up and do something because that ain't nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. And my legs be killing me sometimes, the bottom of my feet, and I'm like, oh, my sugar up so high, I got to stop. So you got to watch what you eat and drink a lot of water. And lately I haven't been drinking a lot of water. So that can be a problem. The problem why my legs hurting too. So that's why I'm drinking water now in that glass. And I keep a bottle of water on the side of my bed. Because sometimes I'll be like so thirsty and my mouth be dry because I haven't drunk a lot of water. So you got to start taking care of yourself. Especially when we get older, our body go to breaking down. But I want to thank y'all for taking the time out watching me tonight. And I pray that each one of y'all have a blessed night. And I want to just thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming on and showing me love. So y'all hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if y'all haven't subscribed yet. So subscribe to it. And I just want to say thank you again. And I love each one of y'all. And I pray that y'all have a blessed, safe night. Bye-bye.